Hi friends! This is our day 2 What's a Habitat video. Today we're going to talk about the next 3 pages that you need to do in your What's a Habitat book and a little more information about what animals need and the special features they possess that enable them to live in their habitats. Each plant and animal has basic needs that they must find to survive in their habitat. Animals need food, water, air, and shelter. Plants need air, water, nutrients, and light. Today, what I want you to do is draw an example in each of these boxes of food, water, and shelter. Let's look at some examples. Food. Giraffes need food. Sometimes it might be hard to reach the leaves that they eat, but they have long necks and long tongues that help them to be able to reach that food. Shelter. This raccoon can't build a house like a beaver, but he doesn't need to. He can look for shelter in logs that have lost their middle parts, or even in caves or other places. Water. Animals need water just like people do, but some animals live in places that are dry. God has given animals special abilities to know where water is, even if they might have to go far to find it. Animals have special features that help them to survive in their habitat. Polar bears have thick fur to survive in the polar habitat. The fennec fox has large ears to help keep itself cool in the desert. On this page, you need to draw an animal that has a special feature that helps them survive in their habitat. Let's look at some examples. This is a fennec fox. Do you see his big ears? It's because he lives in a place that's very hot, and his ears help him to stay cool by letting the air get to the blood inside his ears. That cools the blood and allows his whole body temperature to be cooler. Polar bears. Polar bears have very thick fur, and their fur also camouflages them in the snowy place where they live. Fish. Fish live in water. That means they can't breathe air like we do. They have special features called gills that allow them to breathe in the water. They also have other water features like fins. Plants also have physical features which help them survive in their habitat. A cactus has spikes to protect it from being eaten. Rainforest plants have large leaves to collect water that goes right to the center of the plant. On this page, you need to draw a picture of a plant that has special features that help it live in its environment. Here are some examples. These are rainforest plants. Do you see how big the leaves are? When it rains, the leaves collect the water and the water goes straight to the center of the plant. This is a cactus. A cactus lives in a place where there's not a lot of other plants that animals might eat. So maybe animals might want to eat the cactus, but the cactus has spikes so that if another animal tries to eat it, he gets hurt and he doesn't want to eat it anymore. That keeps the cactus from getting eaten by all the animals that live in the desert. This plant is called a Venus flytrap. It lives in places where the soil does not have a lot of nutrients, so it can't get all the nutrients it needs from the soil. This plant eats insects. In this way, it gets the extra nutrients that it needs. All right, now it's your turn. Draw an example of food, water, and shelter. Draw an example of an animal with special features, and draw an example of a plant with special features.